Oh crap. Yes, that's a good idea. You know what would help? Actually showing the game cam. Whoopsie. Sorry, guys. Oh! I knew there was something I was forgetting. It was all going very well up until that point. Oh well. So let's see, find out what's going on as we are now looking at Miralyn moving in with the Broder teams. You can see them making their way in, getting ready, getting to a position. Hopefully they can take out as many of the enemy as possible to then take that central point. So looks like, as you can see, a large majority of the Epsilon team, they are pushing back the Broder team right back to these entrances into all those choke points. You can obviously see Numlocked in there trying to cover as many choke points as he possibly can. You've got the combo also working with the one of the roaming scouts, and there's the demo, moves back in to support him, and there's the other scout over on the far left-hand flank. So you can see now the demo putting in various different spam points, trying to cover the points where he knows the soldiers are going to come flying in over the top of. So the medic at the rear looks like he's got the Uber ready to go, and in come the soldiers, in comes the demo, dies almost immediately. And you can see now massive amounts of pushing here done by the Broder team. The scouts going in to try and take out the soldier. The soldier gets taken out, and it looks like Mick then has to quickly pull in and pop out that Uber in order to prevent any death from occurring. So you can see now there's the combo. There's Mick and Epsilon gear. You've got the demo man also making his defensive positions known. You can see there putting down the sticky gut, and you can see there we go, he jumps up, you've got a soldier up there in the far corner, and you've obviously got the Stefan, the scout, moving in, as you've now got the Uber coming in from Brody. Let's see how these guys are getting on, and what you can see, a huge amount of fire coming in to the Epsilon team. They're now backing up, and it looks like the point is going to be captured by the Broder team. And you can see them now pushing back against the Epsilon team, trying to take out as many people as possible. But oh, lovely combo of fire, shotgun fire into Stefan. He's now backing up, and gets taken down very quickly. Let's see if we can follow in Broder, Miralyn, and there's the point being contested. You can see Miralyn in there, and it looks like they're going to try and capture the point. 2 minutes and 37 seconds. Yeah, my apologies, Mailed Stoner. I do apologise about that. As you can see, so now these guys have captured that point, and what we're going to do is going to do something very sneaky for you. We are going to let you listen in to some of the comms of Team Epsilon. Have a listen.
Go back, because... And on. Wow.
Hold it up.
Nice.
Go.
They're
gonna have any second. They're gonna have any second. Playing close.
Yeah, I'm falling back. I'm in the house.
Nice. We're pushing in.
They left
Scout
house.
house. Scout weak.
70.
Fuck.
He's in house. We need to get the back, guys.
Fuck, wait. Fuck out, yeah.
So
Don't have any scouts. Wait till we get you, because they have
1
one.
in 4.
We have 90.
Switch top right.
Yeah, go right. Always push right here.
Quick
right,
right,
you
will later as possible.
Yeah, thanks.
Good top.
The stickies on the right.
Okay.
And the stone.
Make some spam.
Sticks
Go
there,
with
sticks
7
there.
Scout behind you, scouts.
Go with 7 maneuver.
Okay.
Took 60.
I popped it.
Solilo,
Popped it as well.
right. Solilo,
We
right.
haven't yet.
They have a sniper, they have a sniper.
Solid jumping top.
And 2 scouts.
I'm on the right. I'm walking.
I'm on the right.
Step left.
Good on 7.
I need help on the left.
I'm done. Solid them.
Solid on.
We're waiting too hard in that little area.
Yeah.
So there you see, as you can see, a little bit of comms going on there with the Team Epsilon as they are trying to make that push, and it looks like the Broder team managed to hold onto that point with a combination of good fire and rocket spam from the soldiers. So you can now see BYB Ben there making his way back, and let's see if we can find out what's going on. So in come the Team Epsilon. Looks like you've got obviously the combo on the left hand side, except he's working with a demo man and a scout on the left hand side. You've got the soldiers trying to push the right hand side. Oh! Fantastic sniper shot into gear, and they're doing their best, but it looks like the Broder team have popped the Uber to try and keep the point if they can. And you can see Miralyn in there trying to keep as many people as they can healthy, and I think it's fair to say they've got, 30 seconds in which to make a very sustained push. You can see now that multiple members of the Epsilon team are down. The Scout's just about to respawn in about 9 seconds. This may not be enough time, 18 seconds. We'll have to wait and see. In they come, soldiers and rockets spamming all over the place. Unfortunately, gear gets taken down very quickly. The other soldiers moving in, as you can see, now being supported by the demo man. Oh, the medic's gone down! BYB Ben taking down the medic, and that's broken the challenge of the Epsilon team, and I think it's fair to say that the Broder team will take this second round. There you have it. So, as you can see, score looking pretty good. Mick at the top of the scores for Team Epsilon, and BYB Ben looking pretty good with a score. And as you can see, here is the final point. This is the main point. This is the point over which all the battles are occurring. Mass fire all over the place. Look at this. This is nasty. There's chunks everywhere. Now, the trouble is it looks like the Broder team got a little bit blobbed up there on the corner, and as a result lost a large amount of their people. As you can see here, we're looking at the Epsilon team, and they're using the scout and the medic to try and capture the point. So there we go. The clock is now ticking on the blue section, on the blue tab, and let's have a look. As you can see now, they're pinned down by a combination of nasty fire coming in. So let's watch Numlocked into the eyes of Numlock, the demo man for the Team Epsilon. And let's see, as you can see, he's spamming those sticky grenades over the top there, and looks like maybe popping a few pipes over there in a second. But it looks like a little bit of sniper shot from Jukebox into Stefan. In comes the soldier. Now it looks like they've just popped an Uber in response, and it looks like these two guys are going to have some kind of Uber dozy-do at any minute. He's looking for an opportunity to take out the enemy. Oh, it looks like now the soldier's gone for the medic, but fortunately I think the medic managed to survive, and Bash is still alive. So you can see Mick is still alive, Stefan also still alive, and Numlock backing up very, very quickly. So you now see they've lost the control point. They're moving back towards their base, and there's probably what they're going to do is wait for the rest of their team to make their way. Now, obviously, damaging themselves on the way to build up that Uber as quickly as possible. In comes the fire from the rockets. The Broder team taking a little bit of damage. And let's move to the big overview to find out what's going on the main capture point. So you can see there's a medic at the back with the combo and a scout. You've also got that sniper right at the rear. No, that might be the demo man. Let's see. Yeah, that is the demo man. Rib the demo man. Fire cut. Oh, mid-air! Mid-air. Fantastic mid-air from Zebasite into gear. That was just fantastic shot. Quality stuff indeed. That broke the back of the challenge possibly. We'll have to wait and see what happens with Epsilon. In comes the soldier. Soldier comes in with the medic combo. Look at that. Fantastic stuff. So they're now in, and it looks like Rib they're struggling to get a Uber onto him, and it looks like Mick's trying to get away. He is trying to get away. Oh, oh no! The scout Tomper. Fantastic play by Tomper, chucked in, jumped over the top of the demo, went straight for that medic and absolutely butchered him. So good play there by the red team. The Broder team doing a good job and managing to wipe out pretty much most of the Epsilon team. We just have to wait and see what happens now. Let's see if we can focus in on one of the other members of the... Let's follow the medic, because the medic job is so hard to do in this kind of game. So we're watching Mick at the moment, and you can see him moving in. He's low on the Uber at the moment, and he's now under pressure from a soldier. He's trying to keep an eye on his demo to make sure his demo stays alive. He's also popping some heals for the scout, as you can see, and then chucking in some heals as well for the soldier. So there we go, the soldier medic combo. They'll be moving in. There we go. So in fact what it was that's a bit of a swap over. The soldier who was originally in as a combo went roaming, did the rocket jump into the main point, and now the medic has moved over to support the demo man as they're moving into the point. Rocket jumps coming left hand side. The medic has to watch himself, but he does have an Uber. He's going to wait for an opportunity, and he should be ready to go very soon. There we go. Looks like the demo's had to move back, get the support of the roaming scout as well, and now he moves into combo with the soldier as they are now making their way forward towards the point. 38 seconds left on the clock. There we go, the Uber has been popped, and let's see if what's going on as the teams are in their comms.
Got tunnel. Let's go.
I'm in house.
I'm with you. Stain.
I'm in.
Stain. I'm in. Let's go.
Coming in. Scout 670.
Good low. Nice.
Sniper down.
Demo down.
Nice.
Scout's weak.
I'm buffing gear.
Oh, he's weak. Fuck.
Where'd you go?
8 HP left side. On the health pack.
He's on the health pack, he got the health.
It's 2 minutes, guys.
So there you go, that was a push there from the Epsilon team into the point. Now they've got to defend it. This is where it starts to get nasty for them. So the medic doing a great job as far as you can see. So we're watching the whole thing through the eyes of Mick, and you can see now, look, a little bit of fire coming in from the soldiers, bit of spam, so you can see Mick now looking after his soldier combo, moving over to support the other one as the other soldier then moves forward. This is good rotation going on between the two soldiers. One goes back to support the medic, the other one moves forward to do offensive fire. Oh, fantastic rocket into Mick, but fortunately he managed to survive. He pops an Uber as he starts to come under a lot of pressure, and now they're moving forward with the hope of that Uber to actually do some serious damage. So you can see he's trying to repair people as quickly as possible. He's now popping a bit of a heal onto the scout, onto the soldier as he's starting to put left. You can see him pushing left with the scout in there as well. The scout gets the scout moving forward. Oh, they've just taken down the demo man. Fantastic play there, as now it looks like the combo has changed as the demo man's under a little bit of pressure, and the medic just got taken down. That was BY Ben taking down the enemy medic, and he seems to have done a good job, and that's going to really cause a problem for the Team Epsilon. You can see, or if they lose this point, they're halfway to losing this point at the moment. They lose this point. Oh! An Ubersaw stab into poor old Gear. He just got overwhelmed by sheer weight of numbers, and that was just very unfortunate for them. And the red win, that second King of the Hill. And so we move on to the next round. The guys getting themselves ready. The scouts moving in. Let's watch Broder. Broder craters as he hits the floor. Let's see if we can find what's going on with Stefan. So he's going after the medic almost immediately. The medic's coming under fire all over the place, but no, he gets taken down by a lovely shot from the demo man. That's Rib, the demo man, moving in. It looks like they're going to try and capture that point very quickly. So you can see now Rib holding their demo man position. So they are now moving back to a combo of ammo and health for that medic, trying to build up that Uber as quickly as possible. They're at about 80% on that Uber, so let's get up high and find out what the Epsilon team looks like. They're coming in on a push from the right hand side. Soldiers going up high, jumping straight to the point, strafe right, jumping round to the health and the ammo to try and take as much of that out as possible, but multiple members as Gear and Nox all being taken down very quickly indeed. Now let's see what's going on. I do believe that's the medic and scout combo down there. So let's see. a little bit of ribbing, good-natured ribbing going on in the chat. That's a great thing to see. So Jukebox now over there, dirty snipers that he is, and we're waiting to see what happens as Team Epsilon makes their way in through underneath that area. Oh, look at that, two Ubered people hitting each other. So here's the Uber Dozy-Do in the center. Plenty now. The question is, I think the red Uber's going to wear off just for a few seconds first. And you can see now fire coming in, sustained fire coming in from the soldiers, and the demo man being taken down. The scout now moving in very quickly. Looks like the soldiers might have to sacrifice his life in order to protect his medic. But it looks like Bash now holding that position. So let's find out what's going on. Watching through the scope of Jukebox. Let's watch Stefan. You can see over on the far left-hand side. Oh, there, missed sniper shot. Over on the left-hand side now, it looks like one of the scouts going for the medic and the demo combo. So it looks like Stefan managed to save his teammates there. Now it looks like he's going straight for that medic. He's also trying to get in, get the sniper. That was just nasty stuff. Combination of the shotgun and the pistol takes him down. There we go. They pop the Uber. And Stefan is now making his way back towards the point to try and support his team. You can see now the medic moving in, and there we go. They've captured that point. So the time now starting to move back. Stefan moves back for health and ammunition and is ready to go. So you can see now it looks like I think the only person they've lost recently in the case of their team. Oh, Stefan low on health, as you can see. This is very unlucky for Stefan, but he's managed to stay in the area, and it looks like he's going to possibly do a sacrifice in order to actually go in there and try and take out that medic, but he obviously deemed that to not be a good idea as he wasn't able to get close enough to do enough damage. So let's see if we can find out. Here is Epsilon Gear in with a pick, moving back to get additional ammo for his jet bazooka. So pops in for a rocket jump, straight to the point, strafe jumps, smacks a scout straight in the face, headbutts him to death. Fantastic stuff going on. Now they're trying to deal with a scout who's putting a bit of pressure onto their medic. So you can see now a little bit of sniper shot coming in. In go the soldiers, double rocket into the sniper. Looks like they're going to do a strafe jump round the corner, and G-Bots gets taken as we're watching Gear making his way back towards the main central point. In comes another soldier, very close to midair there. Another soldier, that's a demo man I think, started coming in as well. And fire coming in from Gear as now he gets an Uber, and he's going for that little spawn spot. As you can see, checking to see if there's any resources down there. Flying over to the side, taking up the ammo. Now obviously he's going to take that ammo on the left hand side, and then possibly his teammate Nox taking the ammo on the right hand side along with the health. That means they deny it to their enemy. So you can see in a sustained push coming in from the Broder team on the left hand side. Oh, great fire coming in from Nox as he's looking like to spam back and find out what's going on. So let's listen in to the guys as they continue this play.
I think it's
Then
good.
go back, then go back.
Baby.
Okay, it's normal.
Normal or? Go back. It's
We
normal.
need scout
Yeah.
in the field.
I can't.
They're pushing left here.
We have 90%.
To the left behind crates. Nice.
Nice. Let's go.
Let's push in left
push.
side
Coming
here.
in.
Two scouts
Coming
right.
in,
Oh my
coming in,
god.
Push your scout. Push your scout.
Medics on
Probably
the
too many
left
people.
side.
I have two
I'll stay
very
back.
good. You're too far away from the scout.
We've got two
Demos
scouts, guys.
behind us.
Scout behind us.
Nice.
Solid behind
Okay.
as well, solid behind left.
Oh, I'm dead. I couldn't tell my mouse anymore.
Scout on you.
Got the scout.
Let's push.
Nice, good job.
Them
Demo
on the
spawning
right.
from top left.
Done. Let's go.
Nice,
need
good
ammo.
job. Let's punch yours. Keep your scouts
go.
alive here. Scouts, play with the medic. Play with the medic.
Yeah, but they have it already.
It's okay. That's
We're
okay.
gonna have to see.
Focus story. Main story.
Scout is weak on the left.
It's low. Ready to story. I go for the medic.
Watch out for the suicide wave now. Yeah, nice.
Step back medic. I go for him.
Stay back.
Oh no.
Crossing gear.
Now we're back.
They're gonna have it. They're gonna have it for us. They're gonna have it.
Medic
for
right,
us.
medic right. Wait.
Oh, we have 80 already, nice.
Oh, are they?
Yeah,
Okay,
we do
nice.
have it.
Nice. My bad.
We're right. Go back medic.
Demo
Go
down.
back, medic.
Metric 60, the V-bit.
90.
Nice, good pick.
I'm
Okay,
okay.
that's it.
We're back right. Go in now.
Are you good?
Go in.
We're just
Scouts
being
left.
Both scouts
Both scouts
left.
left.
One is weak.
Med down.
Okay.
Let's see.
Scout left side
Scout
behind us,
far
I
left
think.
behind
Scout left side
Solid
behind us.
top, guys. Behind us.
Scout.
Solid top behind us.
Nice.
I'll see. Let's see. Nice special.
Demo jumped in.
Left
Coming to you.
right.
Down.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Two up.
Nice, we got it, guys.
Okay, I'm gonna be right to spam the air instead of just sticking it up next mid.
I think they're right.
Again.
I will spam the right very hard.
So there you go, that was a round. The communications of the Team Epsilon there in the background as they played that round. Hope you guys are enjoying what you're listening to so far. This is a practice clan war between Team Epsilon and Broder. So let's see what's going on. As you're watching BYB, he is doing a little bit of suppressive fire against a scout on the right hand side. Looks like he's trying to focus down the attention of that scout. Unfortunately took down his soldier. He is now coming with a little bit of healing, and it looks like, there we go, he's focusing on the medic. He takes down Mick the medic. Oh, that's not going to be good for Epsilon. That's really going to hurt them, as now we get a little bit of fire coming in. Rib taking down Bash, and Zebasai also then taking down what's left of the Epsilon team. So back onto the point. It's now captured. The ticking has begun. 2 minutes 58 seconds, and the soldiers for the Broder team moving forward, trying to put as much pressure onto Team Epsilon as they can. You can see now, oh, there we go, quick soldier jump onto the, oh, look at that. The scout protected his medic's life. Fantastic play there. The scout literally jumped in front of that rocket, sacrificed himself in order to protect the medics. So there we go. Let's see what they're going to decide to do. They're going to fall back to work with the rest of the team, wait for the rest of the Epsilon team to all get overhealed. And also, obviously, if you look at the setting on the Uber, he's at about 92%, so that will give him a definite advantage. So we're looking at Stefan, the two scouts moving in on the far right-hand side, or far left-hand side, I should say, as rockets come firing in from Team Epsilon. There we go, in come the demo man, and the demo's gone for a quick push. Oh, taken out very quickly by combo rockets coming in from Numlocked, and also Mick now moving in to try and take that point in working in combo with the soldier on the left-hand side. The demo man obviously trying to push down on that left-hand flank as a snipe takes down Numlocked. Oh dear, he's going to be swearing. about that one. So Sniper has taken him down, and it's looking pretty good so far for the Broder team. Unfortunately, an unsuccessful push by the Epsilon team as they try to move in. And however, they are now recovering their forces and making a push. So you can see here, this is the combo that they're going to be working on. Soldier and Demo Man. Demo Man up the middle, Soldiers on the left. Unfortunately, Nox gets taken down very quickly by Zebasai. And now they're moving forward to try and put pressure. So here we go, there's Zebasai putting pressure onto Team Epsilons. They've decided to move out to one side. And looks like they're going to try and move out. And it looks like the Uber is ready to go. So we could be talking about a possible charge situation here by... There we go. That's going to be 60 seconds. They've got to get in there. And they've got to take that point in order to take that clock down. Quite a serious amount of numbers. And it looks like they may have actually got a handle on it. Doesn't look like the... Oh, there we go. The Uber had to get popped. So it looks like one of the soldiers went in there. And the Uber now has also been popped on the other soldier, moving in to try and block that spawn area. And it looks like Mick is bouncing back and forth. He's now working on the Demo Man to try and deal and get them back up as healthy as possible. So now obviously there's the combo of the medic. You've obviously got Gear and Bash over there making use of the ammunition, as now you've got the scouts pushing in against the combo. There's the... Oh, look at this. This is a soldier demo combo along with the medic. So this is Miralin in there, and it looks like there's two scouts over to try and take that point. 48 seconds now in favour of the Broder team. They're going to have to get in there. Epsilon going to have to get in there as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, they're down one man. He should respawn shortly. That's the Demo Man, the key man for this game. Numlocked is unfortunately down, but hopefully we'll be able to demo jump in there as quickly as possible, as we're now looking at the scouts and the demo for the Broder team. They're taking the clock down as quickly as possible, and it looks like the pressure is now on the blue team, as you can see them making their way in. Numlocked also making his way in. It looks like they're going to try and take the control point. Scouts bouncing forth, back and forth, left and right. Broder now moving back away from that point. The thing is, they have got 2 minutes and 20 seconds, so that gives them plenty of time to actually get back. And Nox making a comment about Miralin's inability to snuff it on command. So there we go, a little bit of rocket fun going on, and Miralin has to pop the Uber there. So Miralin comes in and he pops the Uber, and it looks like they're going to try and take that point back. And as soon as they capture that new point, that's going to be 14 seconds left on the clock. There we go, the point's been captured. They've got 13 seconds, and it looks like Epsilon are going to try and make a move in. As you can see, scouts moving up on the left-hand side. You can see soldiers moving up on the right. The combo of demo and soldier, and also you've got the medic in there as well. Oh no, the medic just took a shot. Wow. That was pretty intense. So we'll be moving on to the next map, and yeah, we shall be back shortly. So my name's Chadman, commentating for you for this practice clan war between Epsilon and Broder. We shall return shortly. Okay, and we're back in the server. As you can see, we are on to the next map, and we're just waiting to... I think the guys have worn themselves up. I don't think there's anything serious going on at the moment. There's plenty of chatting going on. I think everyone will be ready to start up pretty soon. So, all good stuff. And we're just waiting for the guys to get ready to go. As you can see, all 0-0. Once everyone's ready, I think we'll be moving into the next map. Oh, look at that, mid-air. Oh, splat. So now you can see a little bit of a rocket attack here coming in from Jukebox. Let's just commentate regardless anyway. We'll take this as a map as it looks like it's pretty much underway. I never actually saw a countdown for it, so we'll proceed anyway. So let's see, as you're now watching, let's follow Stefan moving in with his scout teammate as they are moving up to the next point. As you can see, Stefan looking to try and go in underneath, going after one of the scouts, bouncing back and forth, trying to avoid the fire coming in, working together with his scout buddy. We're looking at Mick, who's looking very unhealthy. Oh, very, very unhealthy at the moment. He is so low on health at the moment. He's going to have to try and get back. There we go. He's now looking after Numlocked, who is obviously damaging himself as quickly as possible. Try and get some of that health and get that Uber charge up as quickly as possible. Let's watch Numlock. And you can see there the midpoint has been captured now by Team Broder. Broder.TF holding on to that middle point. You can see now Numlocked. A little bit of spam in there, trying to chuck stickies in that general direction. Waiting to see where the attack is coming from. There we go. Uber's popped pretty much simultaneously by Broder and Team Epsilon. Flying soldier all over the place. Lovely stickies all over. And you can see now Numlocked trying to keep an eye on everything that's going on. Oh, look at that. Just dropped a sticky bomb where the scout was then going to reappear. Perfect timing. Oh, lovely grenade launcher there from Numlocked. He's managed to survive. And he's going to go after that soldier who's going into the final point and takes out Zebasai. And it looks like he's managed to stop that quick charge. Possibly a quick cap there by Team Broder. So let's see, as you can see, spam coming in from Numlocked. He goes in and he's going after the medic, in with the sticky bombs, tries to take out the soldier guarding him. He's done that, and it looks like the medic's now had to back off. The scout then goes after the unprotected medic, but it's now being protected by BYB, and Numlocked gets taken down. Let's see if we can move up high, find out what's going on. As you now see the soldier pushing up, and the scout and the soldier. You can see there the roaming soldier now making his way forward. The medic trying to keep an eye on him, but of course these babysitter Nox is looking after him. So the point now being contested. And you can see here soldiers sorting themselves out, ready to rock and roll. You've got Bash in the middle there. And away they go, capturing that point. You've got a roaming soldier. Looks like, no, the soldiers decided to move back. So you can see he's now roaming around the area. Oh, look at that. That's a bit naughty. As we now move over to the next point, I think it's possible that they may have set up an ambush, but we'll have to wait and see how things go, as we are now moving in to see Team Epsilon bouncing around all over the place, ready for the eventual attack by Broder. Let's see what they decide to do. So you can see Numlocked in there waiting. Looks like they're trying to cover the choke points on the left, the choke point on the right, and it looks like they may be pushing in from the choke points. On one side, the rockets come flying in. Look at the accuracy on those rockets going for that sniper. You've got Rib in there, you've got Zebasai, and you've also got BYB Ben down the bottom, along with his scout friend. So the demo man having to move back. The Uber had to be popped. Mick, unfortunately, he's in a lot of trouble. He's jumping to try and get out of the way. Mick managing to survive. Fantastic play there by Mick the medic. And he managed to get back and managed to survive, supported by his teammates. And it now looks like the Broder team moving in to take the capture point. Stefan being taken down. And a little bit of what the hell type situation. Oh no, it looks like Bash has disconnected from the server and then reconnected. So, oh dear. Jukebox taking down Mick with a fantastic snipe. That was a really key play there. A damn wrong person. So, you can see, good sense of humour while these things are going on, and it's great to see. So, let's see what happens. As you can see, the sniper pushing up very quickly. The last point. This is going to be the last point. Now, what are Epsilon going to do to try and defend this last point? You can see in comes the spam. The scout is trying to avoid that. The Uber has popped on the point. Now they're going to try and do a mass capture of that point as quickly as possible. It's going to tick over. They won't be able to capture it while they're Ubered. And in come Team Epsilon to try and clear them out. Oh, shotgun fire all over the place. But it looks like, there we go. And Broder have captured the first point of this round. And we move on to the next one. So, let's watch through the eyes. Let's see what should we. Let's have a look at gear. So we're full gear into the battle. There we go. He's going after. Oh, there we go. His soldier teammate got taken down. And Numlocked also dying as a result. In come the rocket spam. He's going after those other soldiers, as you can see, trying to deal with the enemy, and he's going after that medic as well. He's decided to back off because he obviously can't get close enough to the medic. He's also got to be careful because the scout was supporting him, and that's going to be very, very nasty for him. Scout gets in there up close and personal, shotgun to the face, and it's all over very quickly for Gear. So Gear now working in combo with his medic, as you can see. Now, as you can, let's see, moving up with one of the scouts. So the scout and the soldier moving together as a pair. Looks like the scout is literally just sneaking around to the other side. There we go, a little bit of soldiery goodness, bit of soldier on soldier action, and you can see now Gear trying to spam rockets around the corner. You've also got a scout shooting long distance at him. He's going to try and make his way back towards his health pack, spamming behind him just to make sure that nobody comes anywhere near him. And there we go, it looks like he's managed to get in there, and a rocket dropped at the feet of the scout, pushes the scout back. Now he's got to watch out for that scout. Now it looks like his teammate is now over on the left hand side of him just to cover him, to stop any scouts from sneaking up on him. Goes in with a rocket jump, and it looks like they're going to be capturing the point. So Gear and the scout will be capturing the point. The other scout over on the far left hand side. Oh, look at that, another soldier jumping on the point and nearly getting taken out, but poor old Gear is no more. So let's watch Stefan the scout as he is now making his way in. He is working together with the demo man and the medic. The demo medic combo at the moment, and they're now trying to deal with multiple soldiers. In comes the combo, and they're going to have to back off because they don't have the firepower to deal with it. They're down 2 men. Those 2 men have now just respawned, but it's significantly more men. And there we go. The Uber's been popped for Team Broder, and we're just waiting to see what's going on. You can see Stefan waiting for an opportunity to challenge. There we go, and it looks like he's going in very quickly, takes out one of the soldiers, trying to go for one of the other scouts to see if he can do some damage, obviously picking up his ammo. There we go, goes in with a pistol and tries to do a little bit more damage. Unfortunately, they've lost their medic. That's going to hurt Team Epsilon as they try and move up. So Stefan is going to go in there and essentially harass as much as he can. Pop in, pop back, do a little bit of damage, basically keep them on edge, never knowing what's going to happen next while they wait for their medic to return. So here comes Mick. Mick now returning along with his soldier babysitter. So there's the combo. And we're now watching through the eyes of Mick as he's working with his soldier and with the scouts. And of course with Numlocked, the demo man. So Numlocked obviously moving in. Let's see what's going on. There we go. Soldiers attacking from the far right hand side as we're watching Mick trying to get back into position to work with his combo soldier. And looks like a little bit of fire coming in. There we go. They popped the Uber, so they've decided to make the decision to move back and defend from an easier defensive position. Too open, too many Ubers coming in their direction, and they're going to have to try and deal with it as best they can. So we're now looking through the eyes of Numlocked as he's dealing with a little bit of spam, trying to put it in there. Can he take out the scout? Oh, the scout jumping all over the place. This is absolutely fantastic. And now moving up. There we go, a little bit of rocket spam, a little bit of, oh, look at that sticky spam coming in from Numlocked. Fantastic play there, and we're just waiting to see as it looks like now they're going to move up. Scout and the rockets coming in from the right-hand side. Great play there by Rib. Rib returns into the demo man of the Epsilon team, and he's now down. We are now following Nox, normally in as the medic for Team Epsilon, and in this time he's in as a soldier. And is a pretty goddamn mean soldier, Alex, as we happen to know. So as you can see now, moving in there. Oh, he's going for the medic. He's, oh, midair on the medic by Nox. Oh, fantastic shot. Just beautiful. And that's really going to hurt them, the enemy team. So let's just see. We'll watch Broder. Was that a pyro? I swear I saw a pyro in there as well. So we're now looking at MLK, moving, Mick, I should say. And there's a guy on the point. He was going to try and capture that. And unfortunately, Craters just by the side of the Epsilon medic. So we're now watching as Numlock moves in. There we go. A little bit of sticky spam, but it doesn't stick around for too long. Haha. Sticky bombs, yes. And you can see them now trying to move in. Once they've got substantial numbers, they can move in, use those well-placed sticky bombs to try and do as much damage as possible. Go for that medic. Can they get him in time? Oh, fire coming in from all over the place, but no. Looks like BYB taking down the Epsilon medic. That's not looking good for them. And fire coming in on gear. He gets taken down as well. And it looks like the Broder team are moving into a strong position. On to the next point. It's a possibility. Yep. They're going to get the point before the Epsilon team even manage to get out of the spawn. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to watch from the point of view of Mick the medic and listening to the comms.
Soldier really aggressive, but like, wow, they really wanted me there.
Let's go aggressive now.
Now keyboard.
I'm down. Soldier
We're through
spamming
down.
me, Demon spamming me.
Fully weak for the medics now.
I'm down.
Holy fuck.
Get the line.
50, 30 I think, or 50.
I'm not getting out of here. No.
No.
I should have killed myself.
I'm just gonna have to sit a rock on a mid anyway, because like Jukebox is doing a super fast rollout for me, and Rib's spamming
right.
the far right side. So either way I go, I'm gonna get spammed out.
Be better, right?
Oh, 2 scouts
Going
left.
left.
Demo solo top. Demo solo top. Wow. 50 Q.
So there you have it. That was a round on behalf of Team Epsilon, as you can see. Broder team pushing very aggressively, locking them down, taking down the medic, and then locking everything down and moving forward very aggressively and well as a team. So you can see here Numlock moving in. He's trying to pick up those. He's going to come under fire from multiple soldiers. As you can see now, this is, oh, look at that long distance rocket into Miralyn. He's had to back off extremely quickly. And you've got Jukebox now covering one side as the point is now captured by the likes of Stefan. So, Stefan capturing the middle point. There's a scout. Let's see what they decided to do. There's Bash in there. Yeah, that looks like it. What they've tried to do, from what I can see, Bash was in there to try and capture one of those points very quickly. They tried to do an ultra-aggressive move. There we go. They've captured that point. Now they can move into the inner point as well, and hopefully they can retrieve that. So that was ultra-aggressive play there by the members of Epsilon. They pushed in very, very quickly to try and capture that point, hopefully using the scout to capture the point just behind them so that they could then capture that point. But unfortunately, didn't didn't get it there, unfortunately. So let's move in and find out what's going on. So you can see Stefan now as one of the scouts moving around the area. Looks like he's trying to focus a little bit of attention onto those 2 scouts and the demo man. Now moving back as the middle point gets contested. And let's see if we can find out what's going on. So here is Broder team, 2 scouts, medic and demo combo. They're moving together. Now I notice they're waiting probably for the likes of these fellows, the soldiers, Zebasai, and obviously a little bit of self-abuse by the scout helps to build up that Uber even quicker. We're now looking at Mick with 86 and Broder, TF2 Miralyn I should say. Oh, hello. With pretty much equal Ubers. There we go. The Ubers get popped. There we go. And the other Uber then gets popped by Mick, who's taking multiple damage. They've now had to back off as now the Uber is under attack. Is now attacking. There we go. Miralyn gets taken down by the scouts of the Epsilon team, and they're now moving in to try and capture that point as the demo man Rib looks to have to back off slightly. Let's see what he's going to do. No, he's actually going to stay quite aggressive as they've now got one of the soldiers moving in behind the medic, and it looks like Mick is trying to avoid that pressure that's coming in from the soldier. Now, unfortunately, he did not survive that, Mick getting taken down. That's going to stall the offensive plans of Team Epsilon for the time being. However, the scout, and here he comes Miralyn and Rib and the scout moving in And you've got massive spam. Now they're going to try and focus on Miralin. He's only got about 20% of the Uber charge. And it looks like the point is now being contested by the 2 scouts and the medics. But there are 2 scouts and a soldier in from Team Epsilon. Now they've got to move back out of the way. The 2 scouts moving in while the other soldier and the medic and no doubt the demo man will be arriving shortly. So you can see the 2 soldiers moving in very aggressively. There's the roaming soldier moving in with a lovely strafing jump over the top. Looks like he's going to try and spam rockets into that area as one of the scouts hiding in the corner. And it looks like they're going to try and capture that point very quickly as they are taking some rocket spam, bouncing over to the other side. And let's have a look at the final point. Here is the final point being defended by Team Broder. Let's see how they decide to go for it. So you can see over there on the far hand ramp, it looks like they're trying to spam rockets in on the side, and you can see also grenades and pipe bombs being thrown in on the left-hand side by the demo man. So there's Rib trying to guard that side. Let's see what they decide to do. So you've got Nox. Looks like the Uber's been popped. Double Uber being popped there. Combination of the red and the blue Uber at the same time. Let's see if we can find out what's going on. We're watching Nox and we're watching... obviously, the remainders of members. Oh, look like they're going for the medic. Looks like they went for the medic there. And Gear being taken down, but fortunately Zebasai being taken down by Nox in return. And it looks like they're having a few problems here. There we go. Nox gets taken down. And Numlock fighting for his life at the moment against a couple of scouts. And a rocket launching soldier. Nasty stuff. There's the medic. And oh, that was fantastic. Perfect timing. Opportunistic timing there by Stefan, taking down the enemy. So now we're looking at Zebasai trying to defend against 2 scouts, and there's no way they're going to make it against that number of people. Yeah, guys, you're welcome. Any comments, feedback, or anything like that you want to put in chat, in Twitch, you're more than welcome to put. If you're enjoying it, if you have any pointers, if you have any criticisms, obviously, you know, they're very welcome. Always happy to improve as best I can. So, let's see. Stefan now following in, and we're going to go up high to find out how the teams decide to do it on this occasion. And let's move to the in-game comms.
I'm dead.
I'm down.
We lost troops. Just go back.
There was a soldier suddenly
Yeah, he
behind
didn't
me.
go for...
Up, choke.
Go back. Just go back.
Call chasing. I'm out. Shut up.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
So that was a pretty sudden have to move back there by the Epsilon team. They got pushed back, lost 3, possibly 4 of their number, and literally, no, I think it was 3 of their number. And that essentially broke the back of their challenge as they were pushing forward. So you can see now, let's follow Mick as he's in there as well. And he's now got the Uber. So he's got the Uber with his Christmas lights and he's ready to go. So let's just wait and see what's going on. Waiting for that moment where they've got to push. They've got to push at the right point. Nox moving in as well. Looks like you got the demo man. There we go. Quick run by the soldier. Oh, they nearly lost their medic there. That was a great play by Nox, preventing his medic from being killed with a very snap reaction with the rocket. So let's see, we're looking in a Numlock demo man of choice. And you can see he's going to try and spam those stickies in there. And the soldier coming in, can he get him with a grenade? Oh, the soldier gets knocked back out of the way and the Uber gets popped in reply. So you can see now the red Uber and the blue Uber. Oh, but poor old Numlock, unfortunately, Uber was taken out. And the blue team wins that round with a nice little back cap. So... let's see. Find out what Broder's doing. Look at that. That's fantastically wonderful. The 2 demos pretty much arriving at the point at the same time. This is fantastic to watch. And now the battle begins. You can see the scouts moving in. The soldiers moving in, trying to go in to try and take out. Zebasai gets taken down by a rocket from Nox very quickly. Mick obviously staying in there and working with his teammate. Miralin gets taken down. That's going to be a serious problem there for the Broder team. They've lost their medic. They've only got 1 man left. There's Tomp. And he is going to have to back off. So that's turned out to be a very good situation. They only lost the demo man on that particular battle, but the scout obviously came flying back in. And he's now going to be covering their rear as the alternative members of the Broder team now move up and get ready, as now it looks like the combo of the soldier and the medic and obviously the two scouts trying to capture that point as quickly as possible. Now they move into the next point. This will be the battle for the next point. You can see the demo in place. You've also got BYB in there as well with... Oh, there we go. They pop the Uber as soon as they've moved in. So there we go. It looks like Mick trying to keep one of his soldiers alive as best as possible. The two soldiers going with the spam, and then you've got BYB in there with a heavy. Now, obviously, one of the things you don't see that often anymore in European games is the heavies, really, because they just can't compete on a sort of level of ability compared to the soldiers. The soldiers have better range. They can rocket jump. They can move wherever they need to do. And there is another win there, and 4-2 in favour of Broder, which is a shame. You know, I mean, it would be nice to see more of the heavy, but you know, tactically speaking, it's not really the best choice to make. Obviously, if you just want to put down as much firepower and hurl as much hot lead there as possible, then pretty much that's the way to go. And look at that, BYB and Numlocked in the spot already. There we go, going out for each other. Look at that, fantastic. And Numlock being taken down by Jukebox with a rocket. Oh dear, that's going to make him mad. And you can now see it looks like it's looking pretty good. Looks like Broder have lost one, Epsilon have lost two now. Stefan and Numlock going down. Nox in a lot of trouble, and he's going to have to back off. But Gear and Bash doing a fantastic job of breaking the back of that offensive by the Broder team. They've now lost 3 of their members. They're down to 3. So it's 3 aside now. The thing is that gives them the advantage is Mick has an Uber. He's popped down. He's going to have the Uber, so he could pop it at any moment. You got 2 of the scouts. In comes a high-flying rocket. There's Jukebox. Oh, rocket! Oh, fantastic shot from Nox. Mid-air rocket from Nox. Fantastic shot indeed. And now let's see as the remaining members of the Epsilon team move up. They do have an Uber in their pocket. It looks like Miralin does not at the moment. He's at about 49%, so he's got to be very careful. He's taking a lot of damage. He's got to pull back and get his way towards some med packs. As now we're going to follow Bash. Moving in through Bash's eyes at the moment. He's going to move up towards that point. There we go. He's looking for a rocket trooper over there. He's looking for a scout down in the far right-hand corner. They're going to be trying to take that point as quickly as possible with the Juice scouts. So there's Bash and Stefan in there. And in comes Gear with a bit of rocket spam onto the final point. And let's see if they can get some scouts on there. That's what they're going to look to do. Get scouts on there as quickly as possible. As watching Gear make his way over. He's trying to deal with Scout. But Scout was just too fast. Stefan also being taken down. But fortunately for them... Wow, Epsilon really have suddenly picked up their game and have now brought it back to 4-3. So, let's see what happens, and let's follow them in game comms and see how they get on.
Go for left sim. Go
I'm
for the-
fast.
No, I can't go that.
Demo's weak.
So when you get knocked
Go
over.
aggressive, so go aggressive. All these
Push
are
cross
again.
left step.
I'm on 7 point. I'm on-
Sorry, it's weak.
Oh,
Go back aggressive.
Go in. Scout on the right now, on top.
Oh, it's so weak, Shepard.
Down.
Soldier
Down,
weak
top,
top right,
down.
soldier weak top right.
Sorry,
Soldier
jump
top.
top left. Bien,
It's down. Like
Yeah,
down.
sorry.
Demo choke. Half HP.
Nice, only
Nice.
demo.
We're going left
Push,
inside
push.
this room
They're probably
there.
serious.
Where is he? Heroes, okay.
He jumped.
Let's take his go. Go.
Bottom left now.
It's weak, Seb. Try to get a lobby.
Yeah, I'm
So
not close,
weak.
I'm not close.
Yeah, all close. Wait,
I
you're on me,
I
then
can't see
go.
bottom, you need to tell me if someone can swap.
Well, maybe
Watching, but-
just go
You
with
see
you.
that? He's putting down
I'm
on.
on choke now.
sticky
Top
bombs
left,
into
top
the
right even, sorry.
various areas, the checkpoint
Yeah,
areas,
but heavy,
the
by the way.
checkpoints I should say.
Sniper
Sniper.
again.
Just
Yeah,
push
yeah.
on last. In your
Bottom
go.
right.
I can probably
Can I
follow
go?
you.
Yeah, go.
Go.
We're going in now. Stay on gear, I'll stay back.
Sniper's weak.
We get put scout on point, please, scout on point.
Oh shit, I'm
Okay.
weak. I'm a left, but I'm going.
Focus heavy. It's far left to heavy.
I'm down.
Wow.
You guys should know if they're holding top, go on the point. Like why didn't a scout do that straight away?
I did. But it was too
I'm not
late.
trying to go for the medic.
So there you go. That was the problem that they had. They so close to getting that point, and unfortunately now, as a result, they're going to have to move back and rearm themselves, get themselves set back up. So now, obviously, I think it's fair to say that the Broder team has the advantage. They have the initiative, they have that Uber in their pocket ready to go, and it's just a matter of how Epsilon decide to deal with this push that is eventually going to occur on that middle point. There we go, there's the Uber, the knockback effect, there we go. In goes the other side, going for the medic, and he takes down Mick at the same time as the demo man comes in. Great aggressive play there by Team Broder as they're moving in, and you can see Numlocked as well, trying to defend himself. Out goes the rocket jumping soldier, but he gets then taken down by Rib. Rib now is after Miralin. Oh no, correction, that's a Numlocked after Miralin. And how did Miralin not die? How did Miralin not die? Wow, this man is slippery as an eel. Very, very slippery, very good medic. So fantastic survival skills by Miralin the medic for Team Broder. And now they're moving into the red point. Next one on their list. And let's see if we can find out what Gear and friends are going to be doing. So there we go. Goes in for the rocket jump. And he looks like he's going after the medic. There we go. Miralin gets taken down. The medic is down for that team, the blue team. Unfortunately, Broder, they're going to have problems. As now they've lost their medic. Now Gear obviously trying to deal with a rocket fire. And the scout basically bouncing all over the place. Now Numlocked having, Rib being taken down by Stefan. Stefan pretty low on health, pops in, grabs a health pack, moves back into the defensive area, tries to see if he can take down that scout in the central point, as these two scouts are having a little bit of a running battle, a little bit of spam going on, and it looks like they've now captured the last point as Team Epsilon move out and are going to be trying to stop them capturing the final point. So there's MIK. Well, let's see if we can find what's going on with Gear. So there's Gear going in with the rocket jump. He's spamming down towards one of the scouts, making an entry on the far left-hand side. But the rocket fire is coming in quite a substantial number. So he's now rotating round to the right-hand side, spamming rockets on the right-hand side. And now you can see the sticky bombs coming in from the demo man. There we go. A little bit of splash damage at the doorway. And you can see them trying to do their best to try and deal with the rockets as poor Knox gets taken down. Oh, look at that. A couple of quick rockets. In comes the Uber, and Gear gets taken down very quickly. The Uber now on the point, so it's a scout combo. Uber working with the demo man, and let's see, you can see now Mick has had to pop his Uber. So now he's managed to use a Uber onto the scout to try and defend that point. That's really turned the tide for them. That's helped them out. However, let's see what's going on as we're looking at Gear and Numlock still both down. And let's see, Mick gets in there to try and defend. Oh, Mick's going to have to return, but oh, that's fantastic timing. Oh, Gear comes in just at the right moment to save his medic. Fantastic play. Absolutely fantastic. His timing could not have been better, as now we're looking to see, as you can see, Mick there unfortunately having a little bit of a problem with his health level, but he's trying to get people back up as quickly as possible. The Uber is building, and now you can see the red team moving into the next point, recapturing that as quickly as possible, taking the pressure off of their final point. But no, Mick gets taken out just as the Uber's about to build. That's really going to hurt Epsilon team as they move towards the next point. That would have helped them push into the next point. It may be they have to go into a defensive situation to try and defend. Now hold that position, do as much damage as they can, force them to fire in. Lovely shot in there, and Numlock taking down multiple members of Broder, and that's essentially broken the back of the Broder challenge. So it looks like now they're going to have to try and recover their losses. So Stefan having a little bit of a fight with Tompa. You've also got BYB in there as well. So now we're waiting for Gear to move up to work with his Sully rocket launcher in there, and you can now see them all moving up into the next point. There's the demo man moving up, and it looks like there Mick looking for his troops up there. He's got to watch himself because he's down low and he's going to come under a lot of fire, so he's got to be very careful. Nox now recently respawned, now moving up. You can see him spamming rockets over towards the area of the medic, hoping to get a nice splash damage hit. And it looks like Rib the demo man being taken down. In goes the quick jump, and it looks like he's going to try and get one of the soldiers. Combo working with Numlock takes him down. A little bit of shotgun fire onto the scout. See if he can get him. He can. Chunks the scout all over the place. And it's looking pretty good so far. 2 versus now 4. So you can see here Epsilon have the advantage in numbers. And it looks like they're going after the medic. Looks like they're going after Miralin. Where is Miralin? There he is. Any minute now. Oh, they failed. That was so close. Wow. Pretty seriously good stuff. So, we're going to move to a quick break, and hopefully we should be coming back with more Practice Clan Wars soon. Be right back.